in our exercise. Let us start doing that question. Okay. So have you ever did any questions, or have you ever read this chapter, or this is the first time that you are doing this chapter?
First time.
This is the first time. Okay. So in the previous class, we have discussed a formula that was related to this topic, and let's start doing that one. Okay, so we were discussing that the distance formula, and distance formula we were having that if we have the 2 points A and B are the 2 points. Okay, and we need to calculate the distance between these 2 points. Okay, so we have a formula that AB will be equals to under root of x x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Okay, okay, Sadhna. So we were having this formula. So please by using this formula and considering this one as x1 and y1 and x2 and y2, please calculate the distance between these two coordinates, and let me know the answer. So since we need to are you doing, Sadhna?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
First one is 4, and the second one you chose was square root of 8 square.
The second one, the answer of second one is, sorry, third one is
4 square root of 4b square plus 4a square.
square root of 4b square plus a square. That's one, na?
Yes.
Okay. So let's start. Let's start with that. So this is very important. Let's check whether you have done correctly or you have done some mistakes. Okay. So it might be correct, most probably. Let me check first. So this is very simple questions. You need to subtract any one of the two. Means you need to subtract the x-axis. This one or this one. The answer will be 2 for fast doing actually. Okay, 4 minus 2 and then 1 minus 3, you will still get 2. Okay, that will be minus 2. Then the square of this one plus the square of this one, you will get what? You will get under root, means this is all in under root. So you will get here, what you will get here, that you will be 4 plus 4, and that will be under root 8, and that will be 2 root 2. Okay, answer would be 2 root 2. How you did this one? Let me explain you here. Let me explain you. Wait a minute, Vita. Okay, let me explain you here. So if I'm saying that there are two distance that is having 2 comma 3, another one was, I think, 2 comma 1. No, that was another one was 4 comma 1. 4 comma 1. I think so. Yes, these are the two coordinate A and B. Okay, and we need to calculate the distance between these 2 points. So how can we do this one? That is under root of 4 minus 2 whole square. This will be x1 y1. This will be x2 minus y2. So 4 minus 2 you will get 2 whole square plus 1 minus 3 whole square. So that AB will be equivalent to AB will be equivalent to 4. This one is this 4 minus 2 you will get 2 square plus, and again 1 minus 3 you will get minus 2 square. Then again you will get 2 square is 4. Another minus 2 square is also 4. Because minus 2 multiplied by minus 2 you will get positive 4. So this will be positive 4. Then under root of 8. How can we write 8? 8 we can write 2 into 2 into 2. Okay, 3 times. So one pair of 2 will comes out, and this will gives you 2 under root, and the remaining pair 2 will remain in the under root. So this will be the answer for this questions. Okay,
Yes.
got it.
Yes.
Next questions, next questions, and our next coordinate was, let me check. So that was a b and minus a minus b. Okay, a b and minus a minus b. So let's move towards them. Okay. Okay. That will be going to have under root of we have a comma b and another one a. This is the a point and this one is the b point, that is minus of a and minus of b. Okay, so what would be the answers? The distance between these 2 points will be under root of, consider this one as x2 and this one as y2. It is your choice that you can consider anyone, x1 y1 x2 y2. Okay, so consider this one as x1 and y1. Okay, you can consider this one x2 and y2. That will be again simple, but it will look more easier if you can consider this one is positive value as x1. Okay, sorry, x2. So you can write here a minus minus a whole square. Okay, plus b minus minus b whole square. Okay, so you can write here under root of, what you can write here, a plus a whole square and then b plus b whole square. Minus means this minus will get multiplied with this one and this will become b plus b whole square. Similarly, this minus will get multiplied with this one. You will get here, that is plus a. Okay, so this one would be the we will have 2a whole square plus 2b whole square, and we are getting the 2b as a whole square. Okay, so we have to multiply the 2 and a both, means we have to multiply 2a into 2a. Sometimes the students commit that 2a whole square means this means 2a whole square. Okay, and this 2a whole square, when we are getting the 2a as a whole square, that means this is 2 is also going to be multiplied. So we will get here 4a square plus 4b square, and we cannot split this one. So this will be the answer. The length of AB will be this one. What we can do here is that under we can take the 4 as common in both, and we can write here a square plus b square, and this 4 has a root, so we can take we can this 4 has we can say that this 4 can be under root, and we can split it out because the root of 4 is 2. So you can write 4 as 2 into 2, and this will comes out. So this 4 will comes out and will gives you 2 under root of a square plus b square. Got it? Got it?
Yes, sir.
Please copy this one. Right, Biju, do you understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, copy this one. Copied.
No, 1 minute.
When you're done, please let me know. Okay.
So finished.
Done.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's move further. So we have a next question. This one. Okay. This one is our next question. Find the distance. Find the distance between these 2 points. Can you find the distance between these 2 points? Means, find the distance between these 2 points, and it is being given here that can you find the distance between the 2 towns A and B discussed in the session 7.2 section के अंदर जो दिया गया है. So first of all, we need to calculate the distance between these 2 points. And when we have, I have told you that when we have simple, dear students, when we have simple coordinates, when that we, this means that we have one coordinate as origin, another coordinate as a means we have a coordinate. We are calculating the distance from the origin, actually from any point from the origin. Okay, so this is, we have the simple formula that AB will be equals to under root of x square plus y square. Okay, so this is the x square. We need to calculate the square of this one, and then we need to calculate the square of this one. Okay, so that's very easy, that we can easily calculate the distance between these 2 points. That its x-axis is 36 here. Okay, this x-axis is 36, and y-axis is 50. So you need to calculate the distance, and that's very easy. We can easily calculate this one. So let's do this one. So we have 36, 5, one coordinate, another coordinate we have 0, 0. Okay, this is our A and this is our B. We need to find out the distance between A and B. So under root of, we can write here, you can write 36 minus 0, then 15 minus 0. It is better to write here simply AB will be equals to under root of x square plus y square, and that will be equivalent to 36 whole square plus 15 whole square. Okay, so what you need to do here is that you need to first you need to multiply this one. Okay, and then you need to actually that's very difficult to calculate that it is not difficult, but you need to multiply. So how can we prevent multiplying? So let you understand here, please, that we have a 36. So 36, how can I write here 36? I can write 36 18 into 2, or I can write here 9 into 4. 36 is 9 4 the 36 into 9 into 4. Okay, 2 times. Then plus 15. What can I write 15? 15 is 5 3s are 15, and then 5 3s are 15. So both of them is going to have, this is the product of 9 and this is the product of 5. Okay, and this is 15 and this is 15. We need to write it 2 times. So what we can do here is that we can take the 9 as common. 9 as common in both of them, because this one is multiplying as 9. Okay, or you can simply multiply it. It's not necessary. That's it depends on your wish. Okay, if you don't want to do this one, then it's okay. So it's on your wish. So if I took the 9 as common in both and 9 common in both, so I will get here 9 bracket. Then I will get 4 into 9 plus I will get here 5 into 5, that is 25, because 3 into 3 has gone, that will be 25. For easy calculation, I am doing this. Okay, this was 9, and we know that this is 16, 9 and 16 nines are, we know that 16 nines are 144. Okay, so plus 25, then add these two, adding these two, what we will get? We will get here 169. What will we get? We will get 169 here. Okay, when we add these two, we will get 169, and we know that without doing that, these are in multiplication now, and you can simply uh, we can do the prime factorization of 9. No need to multiply here. We know that 9 is the square of 9 is the square of 3, so we can write here 3 into 3. And we know that 169 is the square of 13, so you can write here 13 into 13. Okay, dear students. Now take one pair of 3 as common. So from outside this root, and the 13 as common, and then we will get here 39. So no need. First of all, if you have not taken the 9 as common, then what you need to do, you have to multiply 36 into 36 first. First step is this one. Then whatever the answer comes, you need to multiply it to 15 into 15. If you know the square of 15, then you can write simply 225. Then whatever the answer come here and come here, you need to add these two, and whatever the answer then come, then you have to make it root, and then you need to factorize this here. By taking the common, what we did, actually we did this simple calculation without mistake. We did that, we take the 9 as common. We did not multiply 36 into 36. We don't know the, still I don't know the answer. What would be the answer that when 36 is being multiplied with 36? Okay, so I split this one, 9 for the 36, 9 for the 36, because square is of 2 times. So 36 into 36 I got here, and 15 into 15 I write here like this way. Now this 3 into 3 we will get 9, and 9 we are also having here. So we can take the 9 as common from both. After taking the 9, what is the remaining? That 4 into 4 is the remaining, and 9 will be here, then plus sign, and after taking the 9 as common, what will we have? We will have 5 into 5, that is 25. When we multiply these two, we will get 144 and plus 125. When we add these two, we will get 169, and 169 when multiplied by 9, you need not to multiply this one. This will create another big huge. So what you need to do is, you need to split this 3 into 3 and then 13 into 13. So you will get here simply, that is 13 into 3, that will be 39 as an answer. Okay, got it, dear student? Or still having some doubt? Got it, beta? Biju, do you understood?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Okay. Sadhna, do you understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please copy this one.
Sir,
Yes.
should we copy all this in a separate notebook or rough note is enough?
Yeah, you need to copy this in mathematics notebook, beta. Okay. You need to make 4 copies, one of biology, one of chemistry, one of physics, and another one is mathematics. Okay, because we have to write a lot, so that when we are having our examinations, then you can easily revise them. Okay, we need to study each and everything thoroughly, and I used to write everything in detail, so that's why. Okay, because objective, you are going to have the objective exams, and objective exams needs to be studied things thoroughly, because uh, the objective question generally comes, and means they can easily be solved if you have studied the chapter thoroughly. Otherwise you will not be able to score good marks. So we need to study, we need to make proper notes. Okay, but whatever I'm teaching you, that will be enough. No need to study outside, from outside. Okay, so uh, written this one.
1 minute, sir.
Done.
1 minute.
Okay, edit.
Sir, done.
Done. Okay. Let's move further. So we have another questions. Okay. This is a type of question that usually comes, and you need to check whether these points are collinear or not. So we have the two formula. One is the area of the triangle, and another one is the distance formula by which we can see we can solve such type of problems. So if we have 3 points, what does the word collinear means? First, you need to understand that we can say the points are collinear. The 3 points are collinear if a straight line can go through it. For example, if I'm saying that these points are collinear, then a straight line can be drawn through passing through these points. Okay. And if I'm saying 1, 2, and 3, so these are the 3 points. And if I'm saying that these are collinear, so I'm not saying no line can pass, no single line can pass through these 3 points simultaneously at a single time. So these are not the collinear points. So what is the difference between the collinear points? It is simple that, dear students, that collinear points are those points from which a single line can be passed. Okay. So how can we check that a point is collinear? So if I'm saying that we have the 3 points, and one is having this dimension, another one is having this coordinate, okay, and third one is having this coordinate. So if I'm saying this one, and this one are the 3 collinear points, okay, then if I calculate the distance between this and this points, and this point, and this point, okay, means if I calculate the distance between A and B and C, and A and C, so we'll find that the distance of 2 points is equal to the sum of other 2 points. Means if I'm saying that the distance of AC will be equal to AB plus BC. If this happen, then the points will be collinear. Otherwise, it will not be collinear. For example, if I'm writing here 1.5, 1, 15, 23, and let me check. Let me solve this. Okay. So if I'm having 3 points, if I'm having 3 points, one is, and another one is, okay. If I'm saying that these 3 points are collinear, so what must be condition? What would be the conditions that if I'm saying that the 3 points are collinear? So what would I do to check? For example, if I'm saying that this A, B, and C, these are the collinear points, for example. So I can check that if I calculate the distance between this 2 point and this 2 point, and if these are collinear, then this and this distance should be equal to this one plus this one. Means the distance of the third distance must be equal to the distance of first and second. Okay. If they are collinear. If they are not collinear, then we will say that 1 plus 2, sum of first and second would be greater than the third. And if they are collinear, then if I'm saying A, B, C, this one is first, this is second, and this one is third. So we will say that the distance of third will be equal to the first plus second. Okay. Okay. Do you understood? So first you need to calculate the distance of AB, dear students. Then you need to calculate the distance of BC, and then you need to calculate the distance of AC. Okay. And when you calculate the distance, then you check that if AB plus BC is equals to AC, or if AC plus BC equals to AB, or if AC plus AB is equals to BC, means that the distance between the distance, any two distance should be equal to the third one. Okay. The sum of any two distance must be equal to the third one, the remaining one. Okay. If it's happened, so then these points are collinear, otherwise they are not collinear. So let me calculate this one, that if I'm saying that EB is a distance, so I'm writing here AB. Okay. AB, I'm writing here. So I'm taking this one as x2. Okay. I can take anyone. You can choose anyone. It's your choice. So you can write here 2 minus 1 plus 3 minus 5. Okay. Whole square. And then you can write here, you can calculate that this will be, so this will be minus 1 square plus minus 2 square. Then it will be, dear student, it will be 1 plus 4. That will be root 5. Okay. So root 5 unit is the first distance. Then we will have the distance BC, and that will be equivalent to, you can check, you can write anyone. You can write here 2 minus 2 whole square, 2 minus minus 2 whole square, plus 3 minus minus 11 whole square, 3 minus minus 11 whole square. So it's your wish that you can check, but you need to calculate. If I'm saying, if I could have done this one like this one. Yeah, I could choose this as a coordinate, the x2 and y2, and this one as x1 and y1 while calculating the distance of BC. So it is not mandatory, dear students. It's your wish that you can choose any one, x1 and y1 and x2 and y2. Okay. So this one is, the answer will be same. So this will be right here 2 plus 2 whole square, and then you will write here 3 plus 11 whole square. Okay, then you would have right, so you can have right here 4 plus 4 square plus 14 square. Okay, and would be 3 minus minus 11, you will get 14. Okay, so this will be, dear student, 16 plus 14 square is 196, and that will be under root of 196 plus 16, you will get here 2, then 10, then 111, and then 212. Okay, another one is, that one is, dear student, that one is the distance. We have calculated the distance between this and this. We have calculated the distance between this and this. Now it's a time to calculate the distance between this and this. Okay, so let's calculate the distance between the AC. The distance between AC would be equals to 1 minus minus 1 minus 2 whole square plus 5 minus minus 11 whole square. So you can write here under root of this, plus minus minus will get plus, you will get here 2 plus 1 plus 2 whole square, plus again this minus minus will get plus, here you will get here 15 plus 11 whole square. So what you can write here is that 1 plus 2 you will get here 3 whole square, plus 15 plus 11 you will get 16 whole square. So what you can write here is 3 plus 16, meaning 9 plus 16, 9 square, sorry, 9 plus 9 plus 16 square is 256. Okay, so you can write here, dear student, 256 plus 9, what you will get? You will get 9 and plus 256, that will be 230, 265, 265. Okay, so here we have root 5 and we have 215, means that is root 5 plus root 212. There are the two different, we cannot add these two. Why we cannot add these two, dear students? That we cannot bring this one in the form of root 5. Like we have, this is a this is the rule of adding the roots, is that whenever we are having the same in under root, for example, root 5 plus 2 root 5, then it will be equal to 3 root 5. It will be equals to 3 root 5. It will be equals to 3 root 5. Okay, but in case, dear student, if I have a root 6 plus root 5, we cannot add these two. This will be the answer. This would be the answer itself. Okay, so here we see that root 265 and root 212, this number is not divisible by 5. This is not going to have any factor of 5, and similarly we are not having this one. So if I am having that root 5 and root 265, then they are not going to have, means addition of these and these two will not give you this one. So we will say that these are not the collinear points, means these are not the collinear points. Got it? Means the sum of the two smaller distance, that is root 5 and root 212, is not equals to root 265. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Got it? Or still having some doubt? Sadhna,
Got it, sir.
got it? Okay. Please copy this one. Copied.
So 1 minute.
Okay, copy this one. Done. Sadhana, you also?
So 1 minute.
Okay, okay.
So done.
Done. Sadhana, you also?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's solve another type of questions. What questions arises? Okay, we have a question here right now. Okay, this is a question. Wait a minute. Okay, so we have a question here right now. If these 3 points are being given and it is being given to you that these 3 points is going to have, means these 3 points are collinear, means these 3 points lies in a straight line. Okay, okay. We don't know which one is. We have -5 and 1. Okay, we can have 1 comma p and we can have 4 comma -2. Okay, so that these 3 points are collinear, and then you need to find out the value of p. The value of p would be, what would be the value of p? This is an objective question and you need to solve this one. How will you be able to solve this one? First you need to calculate that we will consider that this one is a, this one is b, and this one is c. Okay, so we need to do this one, that the distance of AC means AC should be equals to AB plus BC. Okay, if this happens, we have the value of AC, we can calculate, we can calculate the value of AB and BC in terms of P. Then we can easily solve this question. Then how can we solve? Calculate the distance of AC first. Calculate distance of AC. What would be the distance of AC?
-5, comma 4.
Minus 5,
-5 and 4.
-5 and 4.
Yes.
Beta, AC is this one, na? So we have to write here under root of x2 minus x1, sorry, x2 minus x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Okay, which one you are considering x1? Is this one means x1 or y1, or this one is considering x1 or y1? Which one you are considering? It's your choice. Tell me, Biju, which one you are considering x1?
-5.
-5. Okay, if you are considering this one as x1, so this would be y1 and this would be x2 and this will be y2. Okay, so we'll write here under root of what is x? We have 4. So this is x2 minus x1 means 4 minus -5. 4 minus this minus is of formula, and -5 is why we are writing 5 minus 5, because the coordinate of x1 is -5. So we have to write like this way. Okay, and then we have to put the bracket here and we need to whole square this one, then plus, then again we need to put the bracket here, and then we have the y2 minus y1, that this is -2 minus 1, because -2 is the coordinate and minus is from the formula from here, and 1 is positive here, so we write here 1. Okay, so now again we have to square this one. Okay, so what we need to do is under root of, first this sign will get multiplied with this sign, it will become positive, so we can write here 5 plus 4 whole square plus, and this -2 and -1, -2 and -1, then get these together, then these two are added, then this will give you minus of 3 whole square. And then what you need to do here is that 4 plus 5 you will get 9 whole square plus 3 minus 3 whole square kitna hota? Minus 3 into 3, sorry, minus 3 whole square is 9, so you can write here 9. Okay, actually let me write here, okay, let me write it in square form first, and again we will get, so that you may not get confused. -3 whole square minus 9 whole square. So then AC will be equivalent to what? Under root of 9 square is 81, and again this 9, this will be again 9, because -3 when get multiplied with -3, this minus get plus, and 3 multiplied by 3 will get 9. So this will be 90. So AC is under root of 90. Under root of 90. So how can you write 90? You can write 90 like 3 into 3 into 2 into 5. 3 3 is 9. Okay, and 2 5s are 10, 9 9 10s are 90. So you can take the 3 as common, so you can write here 3, and under root of 10 will be the remaining one. Okay, so this is the 90. The value of AC is 3 root 10. Now calculate the distance of AB and BC. Sadhna, please calculate the distance of AB.
I have a doubt.
Hmm?
I have a doubt. When we
Tell me.
do y square minus y2 minus y1, it will become p minus 1 square. So how to factorize, or how can we bring it to that?
Okay, let's begin. So we have written here AC. Okay, so we have written here AC. Now our coordinate is, we are talking about this one, that we need to calculate the distance of BC. Na? So BC is under root of what? Let I'm considering this one as one coordinate. I'm writing here this one 1 and P. Okay, 1 comma P, and this one I'm considering as 4 comma minus 2, 4 comma minus 2. Okay, so I'm considering this one as x2 and y2, and this one as x1 and y1. It's my choice. You can consider this one x2 y2 and this one x1 and y1. It's my choice. So I'm writing here 1 minus 4 whole square, 1 minus 4 whole square, x2 minus x1 whole square plus p minus 2 minus 2 whole square, because this is the formula sign minus, and 2 is already in minus, so we can have to write here 2 minus 2 whole square. Okay, now what we need to do is here is 1 minus 4, what you will get? 1 minus 4 you will get 3, minus of 3 whole square. Okay, minus of 3 whole square, and then you will write here, what you will write here? P minus minus, we will get plus, we will get p plus 2 whole square. Okay, so this is the square of BC. This is square of BC. Okay, so this is the value of BC. You need to not to expand this one, leave it here. You can write here 9 plus p plus 2 whole square in under root. Okay, this is the value of BC. Okay, now we need to calculate the value of that AB. The value of AB. What would be the value of AB? So let me do this one. AB minus 5 and 1. Okay, we have the value of AB. So our coordinate R of A coordinate is minus 5 and 1, and B is P comma 1. Let me check once more. That is minus 5 and 1 comma P. It is 1 comma P, not P comma 1. Okay. That is 1 comma P. Okay. This is A and this is B. So AB would be equals to under root of what it would be. It would be, dear student, you have to write here, and this will be 1 minus minus 5 whole square plus P minus 1 whole square. Okay, P minus 1 whole square. So what you will write here? You will write here, but this minus will get multiplied with this one, and you will get plus. So 1 plus 6, sorry, 1 plus 5 whole square, 1 plus 5 whole square plus P minus 1 whole square. Okay, so you will get here under root of 6 plus 6 whole square plus P minus 1 whole square. Okay, got it? Or still having some doubt? Tell it. Is it okay?
Yes, sir. So,
Oh, so we have AC is equals to 9 plus 3 plus P whole square, and that we have under root of 3, or we have root 90. Okay, and here we have that is 9 plus P plus 2 whole square. Okay, 9 plus P plus 2 whole square. Let me check, but P 1 minus P 1 minus P. Okay, so let's solve this one. So here, dear students, we need to calculate the value of P, and if I'm saying that these points are collinear, okay, so actually these points are collinear, and we can simply find out, but actually we really don't know that which point is lying where. Okay, which point is lying where. We actually don't know whether the P point lies here or P point lies here, means this point. We don't know the actual, these are not the real arrangements. This, we have the 3 coordinates and we don't have the real arrangements. Okay, so let me check one more time that AC, if AC must be equal to these two. Okay, if I'm according to the statement, my aim is just to teach you that where you can commit the mistake, Okay, so if such type of questions comes to you, then what you need to do? You need to calculate that AC must be maybe equals to AB plus BC, or AB may be equals to AC plus BC, or BC may be equals to AB plus AC. We don't know. We actually don't know. It is not being given that these points are given in an order or in a series. We don't have. So for such type of questions, when we have such type of questions, we need to solve these problems when the points are not given in a simple manner. So we need to solve these by using the area of the triangle. Okay, area of the triangles. Here, let me inform you here that we have AC. Let's suppose if I'm saying AC is equals to 3 root 10, or I can say root 90. Okay, and BC is equals to what we calculated the value of BC. The value of BC is 9 plus P plus root, under root of 9 plus P plus 2 whole square. This is the value of this one BC, and we have the value of AB. The value of AB is under root of, this one is 9 square, I think so, or 9. This one is actually 9, not 9 square. Okay, this one is actually 9. Okay, and this would be 6 square will be 36 plus E minus 1 whole square. Okay, So if you start doing this question, this such type of questions using these method that we have by using the distance formula, this will create a problem for you. What kind of problem is that? We don't know actually that the arrangement of these points. Okay, if I'm saying A, B, C, then if the order is A, B, C, then we can simply say that AC will be equals to BC plus AB. And if the arrangement is like this, B, C, and then A, then we will say AB will be equals to BC plus AC. So we don't know the arrangement. Okay. And if I check it, if I check it, okay, that if I'm writing here, let's suppose if I'm considering that root 90 is equals to this one and this one. So if I'm writing here AC is equals to BC plus AB. Okay. If I'm writing here root 90, okay, and if I'm saying here, okay, if I'm saying here that if I'm writing here BC, just listen to me. This is the way that how can I teach you that where you need not to commit the mistake. Okay, so this is root 90, and if I'm writing here like this way, root 90 plus p plus 2 whole square, okay, plus under root of 36 plus p minus 1 whole square, p minus 1, 36 plus p minus 1 whole square. So in such type of questions, how will you be able to solve this one? Root 90 you need to calculate. If you will be able to calculate, then you will not be able to subtract this one. And if you square this one, for example, if you did the squaring on both sides, so you will be able to square. Okay, but when you square this one, you will consider this as a and this one as a whole B. AB, and you have to use identity A square plus B square. Then you have to write here 2 into A into B. 2 into A into B means 2 into this one and this one. So this will be a complicated solution. So how can we solve such type of questions? Let me explain you. Okay, we have a triangle theorem. Okay, and you need to understood here one thing, dear student, that we have a triangle. If the 3 points are collinear, what would be the area of the triangle? For example, if we have the 3 points like this one, and this one, okay, and then this triangle is going to have some area. This triangle would be going to have some area. Okay, if I even put this point here, then still this point is going to have some area. When would the area will become 0 of this triangle? When all the 3 points will comes in the same line, then the area of this triangle will be 0, because still it is having some height, and we can have half into base into height. Okay, but when its height will become 0 from the base, then its area will become 0. Okay, so whenever we are just calculating such type of problems, when we have been given the collinear points, to calculate the collinear points, then in that case, dear student, we need to use the formula of the area of the triangle, and this will be more easier and convenient for you, because this here we don't need that the series or the cons or the way that how these points are arranged. There may be A, B, C, and or B, A, C, or C, A, C, B, A. We don't need them. Do you understand what I want to say? Are you getting my point?
Yes,
Are you
sir.
getting my point? So I'm saying that if we have the 3 collinear points A, B, C, and we don't know the order of these one, that where A and B and C is lying, so we will be get confused that whether AB distance will be equals to BC plus ABC, whether AC distance will be equals to AB plus BC, or if we have this arrangement BCA, then AB will be equals to BC plus AC. So this will get confused. We will not be able to get. So how can we solve such type of problems? Let me explain you. Okay, dear student. So we have the area of triangle formula in terms of if we have the 3 coordinates. Okay, if we have the 3 coordinates, okay, and they are lying somewhere. That's this one is x1, this one is y1, this one is x2, and this one is y2, and this one is x3, and this one is y3. Okay, so we have the formula that half into under root of x1 plus y2 minus y1, okay, plus we have another formula x2 plus y1 minus y3 plus x1 bracket y2 minus y1, then plus x2 bracket y1 minus y3, and then we have x3 bracket y3 minus x3 bracket y3 minus y1. Okay, so we have this formula. By putting these values here, we would be able to calculate the formula of the compound. Okay, got it? Got it? We will be able to calculate the area of this, and we already know that these 3 points are collinear. So we will put the value here 0 and half, and this half is in multiplication. So this 2 will goes to that side, this half will goes to that side. Okay, and this will become 0. This 2 will become 0. Means when this is multiplied to this one, only we will be going to have the, we need to solve this one. X1 bracket y2 minus y1. Okay, then plus x2 bracket y3 y1 minus y2 y3, and then x3 bracket y3 minus y1. So please solve this one. Try to solve this one by putting the values. Then I will be going to help you. Are you solving or let me solve it? Are you solving, beta? I'm not able to understand. Are you solving or?
I am solving, sir.
Okay. So wait a minute. Okay. Wait a minute, beta.
Sir, could you show the coordinates of C?
Coordinate of C. Okay, wait a minute. The coordinate of C is, okay, that is 4 comma minus 2. 4 comma minus 2 is the coordinate of C. Okay. Should I go? Wait a minute, let me go. I'm going to that slide only.
Sir, if you want, you can solve. I will just solve side by side.
You are not able to solve. Okay, let me solve this one. Let me solve this one. Let me solve this one. Wait a minute. So we have, please, can you please tell me the coordinates of the points? A coordinate was, tell me.
A was -5 and B.
-5 and P. No, it was not P. P was in the middle. So let me check. Minus 5 comma 1. Okay, so let's do this one. Minus 5 comma 1 is A, and then B is P comma 1 comma P, 1 comma P, and C is, dear student, the point C is is 4 comma minus 2, 4 comma minus 2. Okay, 4 comma minus 2. So let's write the formula. Area of triangle is equals to half into bracket x1 bracket y2 minus y3 plus x2 bracket y3 minus y1 plus x3 bracket plus x3 bracket y1 minus y1 minus y2. So this one is x1, this one is y1, this one is x2, this one is y2, this one is x3, and this one is y3. I'm completing it. Okay, so this one is half bracket. What is the value of x1? Is minus 5. Okay, what's the value of y2? Is p minus, what is the value of x3? That is minus 2 plus x2. The value of x2 is 1 bracket. What is the value of y3? Y3 is minus 2. And what is the value of minus y1? Y1 is 1, and that is minus 1. Then what is the value of x3? That is 4 bracket. The value of y1, the y1 is 1 minus, what is the value of y2? That is p. Okay, so you can use this formula, and we have this one, and I'm saying that the points are collinear. Then these 3 points are collinear, then the area of the triangle must be 0. So this 2 will go to that side and it will become 0, and this will, you have to write here minus 5 bracket. This will get plus, here you will get minus 5 p plus 2 bracket 1 into minus 3 plus 4 into 1 minus p. Okay, so when you open the bracket, you will get minus 5 p minus 10, then minus 3, then minus 4, sorry, plus 4, and then minus 4p. Okay, and then you will write here 4p, and this one you will get minus of 9p. Okay, and here you will get what? 13 minus of 13 and plus 4, you will get minus of 9 is equals to 0. Then you will get here this p will goes to that side and will become plus. Okay, this will become plus, and this will be 9p and minus of 9p, and when you cut it, you will get here p is equals to minus 1. So do we have the answer minus 1? Yes, we have D. The option is the correct. Got it, dear student? So what we learn here, what this question teaches, this objective question teaches us. This objective question teaches us that when we are having a questions regarding to the collinear points, don't go through the distance formula, because it might create some problem. Okay, it is mandatory that you must go through the area of the triangle, because in that area of triangle we are not going to have any problem with where the which point is one is lying, because if we are calculating if we are solving the collinear points for problems with by using the distance formula, then during that time, dear students, we need to keep in mind that during that time, uh, what we need to do, we need the correct sequence of the points. Okay, which point is lying there? We must have the correct sequence, first, second, and third. Then we will be able to solve this one easily. But if we don't know the correct sequence, then it is mandatory for us that we must go through this distance, area. We can solve this problem by using the area formula. Okay, so please copy this one and take the screenshot. Okay, we will solve this one in the other classes. Okay, please take the screenshot of this one. We will discuss such type of question in the next class also, so please don't mind. Okay, got it? Do you have any doubt, Bright Biju?
No, sir.
No.
Yes.
Okay, so that's all for today. Okay, let's I have another class. Okay, 11 मिनट लेट हो चुके हैं भाई. Hamna, are you there in the class? And Maridullah?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Both are in the class. Oh, I'm sorry for that. Let's start. Okay. So, Sadhna and Bright, did you have you copied this one? Sorry, have you taken the screenshot?
Yes, sir.
Sadhna, you also?
Yes, sir.
So please practice these questions again, and that's very simple question. Okay, at home, and then we shall be discussing the collinear points regarding problems in the next class also. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for joining this class. Okay. Bright, Biju and Sadhna, you may leave the class, okay, because we have another class continuing with this one. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So yes. So Hamna and Radullah, how are you? Radullah, I have sent you the notes. Okay. So please check that one.
Okay, sir.